Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Back once more with another daily live stream, and we have got some major green light signals to showcase in this video, suggesting that we will see a crypto and therefore soon enough Kaspa reversal very soon. We've got a lot of bullish news from KRC20 tokens to some Kaspa updates regardless, but also with many stuff happening with Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin and crypto, which is very important to note, which is great because now is the time we've all been waiting for, effectively, to start seeing crypto just pump, and I'll start to finally hopefully start making some money. So it's very good to see. As always, enjoy these streams, leave a like, share your friends, subscribe for more. And we have, right now for the most part for Kaspa, we can see right now Kaspa's currently correcting 0.79% on the daily time frame, valued at 12.94 cents, just below the 13-cent region. But we look at the charts once more, we can see it's just above the zone that I had drawn out. This little zone here where Kaspa seemed to have pumped above it yesterday, and now it's hovering just below it. It may correct into it further later on today. For the most part right now, everything is still seeming quite good. The belief that this is the bottom for Kaspa is still very much there. There's still speculation we can see Kaspa go lower. If it happens, I'll be buying more. I openly admit that, because I think Kaspa is going to still have a very good run in this cycle. But without further ado, before I get into the major signals, I want to highlight something, which again is this KRC20 mainly, but something comes here from Alex to buy here. It's a serious post, and I agree with him wholeheartedly here. Right? I have always looked out for the Kaspa community, and I want to make an important point to Kaspa KRC20 tokens. Many KRC20 tokens have fallen off. Some have even rugged people and stolen money, and people went as far as to flooding projects as well. Right? Just because things are not pre-minted does not mean they're fair, and because they're fair launch doesn't mean that they're good or bad projects necessarily. As I've showcased already in the past, you've got projects like the one that was recently showcased. Eggy or whatever. Eggy came out yesterday. That one's gone to nothing. You had another one as well. That was it Popping? Was it? I can't remember. Another one. Again, by the same guy who made Eggy. Point being is, because the token is completely fair launch, does not mean necessarily that it is safe. The same thing. I obviously know we're Kaspa holders. We want something that's fair launch because we believe that's the safer thing to do. And when it comes to crypto, for the most part, yes, it's more likely. Although, again, the developers could just buy a lot of the pre-allocation of the tokens. They could, even though it's fair, the developers could still buy a lot of it in the first place. But as we've seen happen beforehand. But for the most part, we have seen some projects, for example, like Dog K, which is 100% pre-minted. Yet that one's actually doing quite well. I think they have quite a lot incoming for it. Point being is, Alex Crypto to buy here spoken to a few projects behind the scene, and most of them sound like they're not experienced in crypto at all. So point being is, KRC20 tokens, watch, they're doing very well. Just be careful, right? Just be very careful. None of what I say is financial advice, but when it comes to anything in investing, especially when it comes to meme tokens that have no real utility or no real backing, you have to be very careful because they have high liability. They can just rug. It is very74 But in saying that, we've been seeing these tokens have been, some of them in particular, have been doing very well recently. Nacho's now at $74 million market cap. Trading volume 1.1 million 24-hour trading volume. That is insane. Conan 3 million now at 356,000 24-hour trading volume. Kaspa Ghost 18. That's the highest I think I've seen Kaspa Ghost go. $18.1 million market cap. Bert's doing well 3.6. Kaspi 10.5. Gold 10.3. Dog K 13. We're seeing the KRC20 tokens start to finally take some shape, which is very good to see, and that's going to help with Kaspa's future adoption going forward as well. Those KRC20 tokens, they're absolutely killing it right now. You're completely right, that Pulse player. Good morning, Toggle Delay. Good afternoon to you too, Dead Duck. I'm good, Mohammed. How you doing too, my man? Shadow Paw wrecked me. Live and learn, I guess. Yeah, again, some of these things you've got to be very careful of. Shadow Paw, can't spell. Yeah, I'm guessing it's this one here. Yeah, this one, just you've got to be careful, right? You've got to be very careful. I went through the trenches in Solana. Glad I found KRC20 and glad someone created Pepe. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the trenches, but I'm currently in some Solana meme tokens. The ones that I do hold right now is FWOG. I do also hold some, I think it's Giga, and some Mini, but I haven't looked into many more right now. But again, I don't get too much into them because the meme tokens is not something that I will talk about too much, the general meme thing, because I don't want to show you guys projects are going to do badly. But I'm openly admitting what I have. I'm not trying to show you stuff that's going to, if you go into it and I lose money, like, I'm not telling you to get into them. I'm just saying that's the stuff that I hold. The former man, good afternoon to you too, my man. Welcome back to the stream. And yeah, my weekend's been very, very good so far. I'm looking forward to tomorrow more so because normally I play football on a Sunday, but I have a week off and I'm so happy about that. I can't wait to have a bit of a lie-in for once, because I normally go to play Sunday League football, come straight back out, and just do work straight away, of course. But I maybe have a bit of a lie-in tomorrow, which would be very, very nice. Anyways, in continuation, yeah, the memes are doing very, very well, and things are seemingly only going to speed up from here as well. So these are the top 5 in 24-hour trading volume: Nacho, Kaspa, Burt, Conan, and Caspi, and that's still going up more and more. Going up more and more, which is looking very, very good. We've got here from Burt. Attention all Burt holders. We have some huge opportunities available to us regarding exchange listings, which is huge, huge news, but they're asking for funding. Now, this is the thing. Burt, as you can see, Burt is fair launch. And seemingly it's seemingly to be a legit project. Now again, as Alex mentioned at the beginning, you've got to be careful. You've got to be careful. You've got to be very, very careful. So, don't take what they say as the holy grail. So they're doing an NFT giveaway right now, which is, again, it looks very, very cool. But they're trying to, they're requesting funding to give them the opportunity to get listed on exchange. If that happens, that's very, very cool. But again, just be careful. Without being fair launch means that it's harder for them to get listed because they need the funding. Many projects have asked for funding already, like of Kaspa Ghost, Nacho. They've already done it, but we know they've done well, and their listing projects are very, very good. Point being is Burt, people have faith in Burt, and I currently do for the most part right now. So hopefully this is legit. But either way, Burt's doing quite well, and they're asking for funding to get listed on some big exchange. They have the opportunities, which is very, very cool. But that's not all. Nacho again, up 20% in the past 24 hours. $72.5 million market cap and over 500,000. But we've already seen that's jumped even more so now. 74 million and over 1 million market cap, 24-hour trading volume. So Nacho's going absolutely insane. And apparently there's more listings coming on the horizon very, very soon. Furthermore, Kaspa Ghost, they're now the top 2 gainer on XT. They've been in the top 5 for the past week or so, and now they're in the top 2, so they're making significant gains. And they have a special announcement incoming very, very soon. This announcement was made yesterday. And since then, they've even announced earlier today they're breaking all-time highs in the past few days. Again, we've seen Kaspa Ghost is now at $18 million market cap. It's doing very, very well, and it's these are the ones that I would like to get into very soon enough as well. And they're not stopping. They're working hard to bring more updates and exciting announcements on the way. They have a Kaspa University session with the Kaspbot team, but the point being is they're very interactive with the community, and they seemingly have some big announcements coming soon. I imagine it's going to be a big exchange listing. I might be wrong, but again, this is sort of stuff we want to see more and more to keep our money going up effectively as well. And even then, Change Fund's getting more and more stuff underway as well. They've listed most of the KS20 projects as well, from Nacho to Ghost to K-Dog, I think, as well, to Conan and so on and so forth. And they've now announced the Profit Intelligence bot powered by Reflection O'Coin has integrated the KS20 DEX service via APIs. So, as a builder developer, you can now enable your community to seamlessly swap change-listed KS20 tokens through your interface, whether it's website, decentralized application, or bot. This DEX is pretty much fully underway. This is going to be a very, very big factor to helping Kaspa's future price and adoption, and the ability to use the KS20 tokens as well and get access to them. This is very, very good to see. And even then, one factor, which is also one of the green lights now, kind of switching gear a little bit, the green lights in regards to Kaspa, or potential signals for reversal and crypto Bullrun very, very soon in regards to Kaspa here. This comes from Luke, who's very well known. He's a Kaspa global ambassador, and he's also one of the bigger crypto miners for Kaspa as well. And he's been running his Ice Miner KS0 Ultra Miner solo to his own node for the past 11 days and 15 hours. And it just hit a block. And the best part is that one block he hit immediately covered his AUD 4.6 electricity cost for the month, leaving him with profit of, AUD 10.73. Point being is, mining right now, due to not just Kaspa, but also Bitcoin, but mining right now isn't the most profitable because the price is not high enough yet. But it depends on the scenario of what you're mining. I think if they have massive mining farms, then it's not profitable. But solo mining, I think for the most part, again, I could be wrong, I'm not a miner. Someone who does mine Casper, let me know otherwise. But for the most part, it seems like the mining can be profitable to an extent, even now. Which also might explain why the price of Casper's not really, had a significant reason to rise, I guess, just yet. Speaking of which, though, the hash rate, if you can see, still rising. These to me are crucial key Greenlight signals that Casper is not dead, and it's probably due to a reversal very, very soon. We're seeing hash rate continuously rise more and more. We're seeing the addresses, that's increased by 1,000 in the past 24 hours. We can see that here. Crabs, octopuses, fishes and dolphins. We've lost some sharks, hence again why we've seen a correction in the price. But either way, we are seeing an increase in holders all in all. So people are still getting involved into Casper. So this is still very, very good to see, very big Greenlight signals, but that doesn't even begin to cover the massive signals that I've just been looking at and just seen regarding crypto as well, which makes me very optimistic we're going to see Bitcoin hopefully retouch and retest its all-time high within the next week potentially, if not 2 weeks. I'm optimistic about it. Right now we'll have to wait for Bitcoin to break above this zone right here. If it does that, I think we'll be seeing 73k, 74k soon enough. The signals come right here. So BlackRock, for one, they have bought a total of 1 billion Bitcoin this week. So BlackRock have been aggressively stacking more and more Bitcoin, which is huge, huge news. The SEC has now just approved NYSE option trading on spot Bitcoin ETFs. The SEC, who are tyrants in this space, who have been stifling innovation time and time again, and Lord knows, myself particularly, and I'm sure all of us want them to just go. But they are now slowly but starting to accept crypto. Starting to pass laws or approve, right? Trying to approve Bitcoin at least. And soon enough, I'm sure, probably have to be the revamping of the SEC, but they're starting to accept Bitcoin more and more, and in due time, I'm sure they'll actually start being more lenient or allowing the other crypto projects to also be greenlighted as well, to see some adoption, which is very, very good to see. BlackRock is now in talks with global crypto exchanges, including Binance, to use the Bullrun token as futures collateral. That is also huge, huge news. Which coincides once again to the whole element of BlackRock's basically going to be, there was talk about the fact that BlackRock might end up, acquiring Coinbase, for example, one of the biggest US exchanges. And I do believe that BlackRock are going to make significant, investments. They're going to become probably quite big shareholders to many of these major crypto exchanges because, well, they're their business. They're an asset manager. They're $11.5 trillion asset manager. They're going to want to make more money as possible. We're seeing BlackRock's now actively getting more and more involved in trying to, help levy and push Bitcoin and crypto up to the next level. Seemingly all in preparation for this election, which seemingly, again, my political views is very neutral in the sense of I'm not too fussed who wins, but I want crypto to do well. And I'm conscious that with Trump, crypto probably will do better. At least that's from what I've seen. And we've seen right now, Elon Musk puts out this here. The trend will continue. Usually the Democrats' ground game is far better than the Republicans' one, but not this time. Because what's amazing is the Democrats, they are massively outspending Republicans in swing states. They have mainstream media, so, the big media people who are completely on their side and completely tarnishing Donald Trump as always. And they're also endorsed by multiple celebrities. But yet, as we can see here, Donald Trump is winning. Now, will it come to fruition? We'll have to wait and see. Do I want Trump to win? For crypto's sake, yes. For crypto's sake, yes. I don't live in America, so I can't say I haven't. When it comes to crypto, I've obviously paid attention to politics. When it comes to the other policies regarding what they want to do, in the country, I have not paid too much attention to that because I'm not in America. I'm not sure who's better, but I do know for crypto, Donald Trump seems to be the better option, and he seemingly is running away with it right now. I've been seeing. Again, take what you see here with a pinch of salt, because again, there are multiple different websites and stuff you can check to see what the pollings are, and a lot of them seem to say that Kamala Harris is still in power, is still ahead of the race. But you have other ones that say Trump is very much ahead of the race. It's really tough to say. So you have to take what you see with a pinch of salt. This could be true. Either way, we're going to be finding out in just 2 to 3 weeks' time, and this could be a very, very big catalyst, but not as big though as this catalyst first off here. The US banks suffer the biggest weekly deposit outflow since SVB crisis. This is huge, huge news. Why? Well, because there are many implications this has for the economy and also for crypto. What we are seeing right now, therefore, is we're seeing banks, they rely on deposits to fund loans and so on. And with there being few deposit outflows of deposits, the biggest in since 2023, when the SVB crisis happened, banks now will have less money to lend out, which could lead to tighter credit conditions. It could just, suffocate the economic growth right now, effectively speaking. It also means that to borrow from the banks is going to be more money, increased borrowing costs. And it could also cause a bit of uncertainty in the economic markets. But for crypto, right, economic uncertainty actually often leads to increased volatility in financial markets, including the likes of crypto, including the likes of Bitcoin. So this massive it's crisis, if you will, levels not seen since SBB crisis, massive weekly deposit outflows. This could be a signal, a major Greenlight signal, to suggest that we're going to see increased investments into financial markets like crypto as a hedge against what's happening in these markets right now. Investors may seek refuge in cryptocurrencies. This is what Larry Fink's been saying. With inflation rising more and more, with the dollar collapsing more and more, people are obviously seeing and shifting to gold as a hedge against this inflation, hedge against the dollar. But Larry Fink said that people can actually use Bitcoin, the same thing as well. So people want to seek refuge in crypto, as right now crypto is probably deemed... think about the growth crypto's had in the past 4 years, not to mention since the whole Bitcoin started. Ups and downs, of course, but it's been just a constantly growing asset class. People might actually deem crypto as safer during this sort of turmoil, this confusion happening in the economy right now, which could lead to increased demand for crypto and potentially even drive up Bitcoin even more. That's why I believe we could see Bitcoin honestly start pushing towards 74k in the next 2-3 weeks leading up to the elections. I think we'll see Bitcoin, again, not financial advisor, I could be wrong, but I think there are enough signals that I've showcased in this video, not to mention multiple on this live stream, not to mention multiple other streams, which suggest that we are starting to see more accessibility, more acceptance of crypto, and the economy is just, we're seeing more money printed in the economy, we're seeing more pressure on the banks. The banking crisis, this crisis, or potential incoming crisis, this could incentivize regulatory scrutiny of crypto industry. So this could also mean we see potentially stricter regulations or increased enforcement actions into crypto, which for the most part I think we've been seeing right now anyways, pretty much everywhere around the world besides America, which have just done nothing right now. Or say that actually, technically speaking, that America's regulatory enforcement right now is already the strictest in the world because they haven't allowed anything yet because of Gary Gensler. The only place right now that I deem where crypto is seemingly completely accepted and not really given quite a lot of leeway is Dubai, UAE. Seemingly also similar in Japan, I think, as well. I know UK is very strict. I know Europe, they are very strict. US are the strictest right now, but haven't got any regulatory guidelines in place right now. But point being is, this is good, in my opinion, a green light to see that we're going to start seeing more investment into crypto, but ultimately it could also lead to more stricter regulations, which could be a bit of a backhand in a sense. But I've put here from the Kobe Issy letter right here, Bitcoin is back. That is effectively what we're seeing right now. Everyone right now is focusing on stocks, but for the most part, Nvidia has just hit all-time high levels again. But Bitcoin has silently begun a new bull market, as we've seen, reaching 69k right now. Over the last 12 months, crypto has added $1.3 trillion of market cap back into the market. We can see right now, crypto is sitting at $2.34 trillion market cap. Its all-time high, to my knowledge, is around 2.5. I still believe we could see a 5 trillion by the end of this year. I know that's only 2 months away, but with regulatory clarity, should that come into play before the end of the year, we could see a massive, very quick influx of money into this market. It's very possible. I still believe in that. Things can switch very, very quickly. We've seen how quickly Kaspa has jumped from 5 to 15 cents, or more importantly, Bitcoin has jumped from 50k to 62k in the span of 3 days. things can change very quickly. We could see trillions flooded into Bitcoin, because right now Bitcoin sitting at 68k. A lot of I think ETFs take up about a little over 5% of the total supply right now, at least the top two, BlackRock and Fidelity. And with Bitcoin currently sitting at a $1.35 billion market cap, we see the likes of BlackRock and Wells Fargo and Citibank and Bank of America and all the big boys start to just quickly flush into the market. We can start seeing the market cap just double overnight almost. So that's the sort of situation we can see right now. If Bitcoin was a company right now, it would already be the 8th largest company in the world. Do you know how massive that is? That's how early we are right now. Bitcoin's the 8th largest in the world, and there's still the room for growth is still staggering. We have seen just already in the first 20 minutes of this stream, I've showcased multiple signals that suggest that institutions are buying more and more crypto. Even now we're seeing approval from the SEC of Bitcoin ETFs. BlackRock's trying to get more access to global crypto exchanges, the likes of Binance, probably Coinbase as well. Banks are struggling, meaning we'll probably see more, more liquidity flooding in, more volume flooding into the crypto market. And we've got the elections equally, which is only a few weeks away right now. We're seemingly having the pro-crypto candidate leading this race. I feel blessed that Kaspa right now is at 12.93 cents. Because I think with all the volume and liquidity and money that's about to flood into this market, Kaspa may not have the volume right now, but with what's about to flood into the market, I don't see how any project really struggles to stay down. Some may pump more than others. With Kaspa having tier 1s, I think Kaspa will pump much more. But right now hasn't got that. So the pump of Kaspa may be lackluster compared to other projects right now. But these developments will soon shift. With 10 BPS, just 5 months away now? With Grayscale considering Kaspa. So Wall Street considering Kaspa for ETFs. With tier 1s cracking, confirming, and other exchanges seemingly eager, as confirmed from Wolfie. With regulatory clarity, allowing exchanges to actually start adding more tokens to their portfolios, which again, are confirmed from Wolfie. We're in a unique position right now where, in my opinion, not financial advice, but in my opinion, Kaspa's at a very, very low point. 60% undervalued. And people are still following the project, of course, because it's not doing anything. But this is when you want to be in a project. When it's down. When the potential of growth is much higher than the potential of correction. At Kaspa at 20 cents, it could have gone higher, but the potential for correction was much better here than it would be down here. Kaspa could correct it all the way down here, as we've seen. In that time, Kaspa can right now, I think Kaspa at a worst case scenario correct down to probably 9 cents. And that's absolutely worst case if we don't see crypto take off sort of ordeal. I think Kaspa is due for a reversal soon enough. And these signals I've showcased here, with the hash rate, with the wallet holders still, the hash rate even now is growing more and more consistently. Hash rate going constantly, the wallet address is still adding more and more. There's a lot to suggest to me that we're going to start seeing some significant movements in crypto in, the next week or two. This might be one of the last weekends we have of, stress, but kind of, it's stress because nothing's moving. Soon it's going to be stressed because everything's moving. We didn't get enough, Alex also had a big follow-up on Pepe K20. Oh, he does? Okay, well, I know Pepe right now. Pepe is actually not the one that's doing the most right now. Pepe is right here. I lost it there. It's currently up 40%. 3 million is still one of the bigger KRC20 tokens. 11,000 trading volume right now. If we do it by market cap, we can see obviously Natural at the top right here. Don't know what this is. I think that's that looks like a rug. There's no volume in it right now. Bricks, same. Whatever that is. Kaspa's number 2 right here. Dog Cape behind it. Then we've got Kaspi. Then we've got Gold, which Gold is doing seemingly alright right now. It's just behind Kaspi. Bert's right there. Conan, Pepe. So that it's deemed as one of the bigger KRC20 tokens right now. All the other ones I've not really looked into because look, I'm looking more towards the volume as well right now. Like I'm not going to look at PP Cas when the volume is at 66. And it's been launched for 111 days like that. That to me is definitely a problem. That's a project that I would not get into. You can always tell to an extent how is one of the factors. The factor to take into account whether something's a rug or not, which again, these things can be manipulated, so it's hard to tell as well, but to take into account what something's a rugs or not is the volume happening right now and the amount of people holding the project, which right now we can see something like C Young, no volume, no holders. That was a rug. So, that was a complete rug. The likes of Dog K right now, volumes 43,000 is not too bad. And holders right now, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong part. This is minting. Okay, my apologies. So we go back to Young. So yeah, even at 280 holders, that's still, there's very small people that actually hold this project. When you look at Natural with 15k, and then you look at, Dog K, 1.8, not too bad. Casper Ghost, almost 7k. So these are projects that you have more faith in because they have more adoption, more decentralization. If it's very few holders, then that's more liable of bugging as well. Again, this stuff can be manipulated, so you've got to be careful either way. But that's one factor that I look in towards when I'm looking at tokens. I'm still, because of how early these KS20 tokens are, like if you're on Solana chain and you want to try and make a devious look into a meme token, so to speak, you kind of want to find one that's going to come in really, really early, just off pump fund, and try and get in and try and get out sort of thing. Or get lucky, I guess. Again, my knowledge of meme tokens are very, very lackluster, but with KLC20, because they're all so very early, you want to obviously find the ones that are going to be really, really low and get the next big one. Of course, I get that, but I think KLC20 meme tokens function slightly differently because they're all really early without enough adoption. So once they get the exchange listings, once they get the CoinXs, XTs, and PioNexs, which most of them have, when you get the MEXCs and the KuCoins and Bybit, maybe even the tier ones like Binance and Coinbase, that's going to be too significant for these prices of these tokens. That's what we're waiting for Casper in particular as well. Good to sell my house for F-Wog, thanks Jay. Yeah, don't you dare. I mean, if you want to get into it, go for it, man. I do hold, I hold, I'll tell you right now, this is one thing I will tell you, because I won't tell you my Casper, because Casper is something, is more, so it's more personal. F-Wog, I hold $7 in F-Wog. That's how little I hold in it. That's my conviction with meme tokens right now. My conviction in meme tokens is very, very, it's tiny bags that literally, it's money that I literally, I could, breathe and it doesn't matter, $7, whatever. So if you want to get into it, go for it, man. Like I hold a very, very minimal amount in it because I don't care particularly. You can see, look, Casbot's doing, decent market cap right now. Almost 500,000, which is not bad either. And the holders as well. Casbot, 50% premium, but that was also one that seemingly has a lot of talk. Again, we saw that with Casper Ghost right here, Casbot. Most miners are not investors, so they try to sell them as they mine. It is not profitable at the moment for them. Yeah, I mean, thank you for letting me know either way, Tony, but I do know for the most part that mining is not profitable for Casper right now because its value is, I mean, the power law in itself is proof of that. If I load up the power law real quickly, Casper rainbow chart. If I load up the Casper rainbow chart right here, and I look at the not the SMA chart, the cowlaw.com here, we can see right now that it's 62% undervalued. Therefore, the miners are definitely not making money on Casper right now. It's just the fact that you can see from Luke here, he's saying that he has been able to pay off. He managed to hit a block and managed to pay off his electricity bill for the month. So that's probably, it's not to the point where it's disastrous, sign the alarm sort of thing. Again, full disclosure, I don't own miners, so I don't know how unprofitable it is for them. I know it is, and that's also one green light signal to me where I believe that because it's unprofitable to miners, at some point they're going to want to start making their money back, and they're going to want to stop selling their Casper to actually start increasing the value, so they'll end up holding it more. When that happens, the price of Casper will rise, but they have to sell it right now to even make some form of money because they're not making anything, which also coincides to why Casper's dropping in price, because the price is not rising. They might have to sell their Casper to actually try and make some form of income. Huge sell wall at 69k. We break 69k, not much resistance after that. Yeah, that's seemingly what I'm seeing right now. 69k, we've touched it up here, and it came back down. Right now it's down 0.01%. If we break 69k, I think we will start seeing some significant moves towards the all-time high levels again. I mean, if you look at it from, the 69k is the all-time high level of the last cycle. That is going to be one of the hardest, strongest sell walls. Even though people mostly sell from that position, 69k is going to be the hardest region to break out of. fact we broke out of it here is in itself is incredible. But if you look at it right now, the zones to what I can see is around here as well. Around here as well. So you break above this. So you break above 69k, 70k. 70k will then probably quickly run up to 72k, and then it'll try and break above that to all-time highs. You'll see, you know, up and down. But I imagine if you break past 69k, it will do a situation where it came up here, and then immediately start pushing up. And again, with all the stuff that I've just showcased, you know, BlackRock getting more involved, SEC starting to improve Bitcoin trading, BlackRock talking to big exchanges, you know, the banks suffering, which means more, you know, more volatility into the crypto market, you know, all this sort of stuff is indicators to me that Bitcoin's time is imminent. This, again, is one of the bigger catalysts, again, with what the election's incoming. Cheers from Nacho Nation. You know, my man, again, Nacho for me, I don't own any, but it's one that I will most definitely be getting into in the future. Nacho is one that I am very optimistic about. Very optimistic about. I think Nacho is going to be a very decent project. Can't see it right now, though. Don't know. Oh, is it there? No, I don't know. I can't see Nacho right now. I'm going to refresh the page right now. But Nacho is one that I do generally think is going to be a very good KRC20 token that I want to get into. Right now, yeah, $73.3 million market cap. And it's seemingly still on the rise. So, you know, even Kaspa, those ones I'm looking into a lot. Do you think KRC20 tokens are having a negative impact on price and capital price? Good question. And potentially. As much as Chris says it's not possible, it's the other way around. It's not exactly that, because the growth of KRC20 tokens will inherently help Kaspa. I believe that. But because Kaspa right now is unprofitable and it's not moving or anything, is going down, I think we have started seeing more investors potentially switch from Kaspa to look into the meme token side of things instead to make some money, which is fair enough. But in saying that, we are still seeing an increase in wallets and addresses. The bigger ones are the ones selling, hence why the price is still correcting. Shark sold today, but for the most part we've seen a growth in everything else underneath it. You know, over 1,000 addresses added today. If we refresh the page, see how much has changed since then. So we've seen even more sharks are selling. The sharks are the ones that are currently causing the price to come down. But we've seen, look how many more crabs have got involved. Again, the crabs, they're not going to cause the price to go up. It's more decentralization. It's more adoption into the project. They haven't got a lot of capital. They're holding capital regardless. So we're seeing that go up more and more. The growth of KRC20 tokens, I think because they are doing quite well right now, if you can see, I think there are probably, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of these sharks right now who are selling. Well, let's just say all of them have got 5 mil Kaspa, right? I imagine they're taking out, oh no, more realistic, let's say all of them have got 1 mil Kaspa, right? So at the bottom end of a shark, they're taking out, what, maybe 50% of it? So now I've got 400k, so that puts them now in the dolphin bracket, and they can start putting some of the allocations into the KRC20 tokens. I think that's possible. It's a theory, but I think it's possible. Well, for the most part, I think we're seeing mainly it comes from, if I go to Kaspa liquidity heat map, no, not heat map, yeah, that works, yeah, so if I go to this here, we're still probably seeing manipulation from the exchanges right now. So we've gone the website here, we go to long short ratio, scroll down, and we go from Bitcoin to Kaspa. The last 4 hours, yeah, the sentiment is still to short Kaspa right now. Last day, still short Kaspa, 12 hours. Yeah, right now the sentiment is just to short Kaspa, even especially in the last hour. Kraken again shorting a lot of Kaspa, which I've been seeing a lot more. This actually is quite interesting to me. Again, this could just be speculation. In fact, it is. But the fact of the matter being is, a lot more often than not, I'm seeing Kraken having very, you see, BingX is kind of neutral, BitGet is neutral, Bybit for the most part, they're kind of in the middle. Kraken is always all or nothing, which I think is, again, personally, I think it's probably their way of trying to short Kaspa massively to get its price to go down. When it's down low enough, then completely long Kaspa to try and make some more accumulation to build up their profits. They're not buying it over the counter to make the price go up. They're just constantly long shorting it to keep making more profit that way. Okay, every time I look at Kraken, it's always one or the other. 50 minutes, that's quite neutral. The last 50 minutes have been quite neutral, so it looks like going up again. Look, the last 5 minutes completely short. Half an hour, so it looks like it went up and then went completely short now. It's always pretty much all or nothing right now of Kraken. So I think in the last few minutes we saw it go to 100 again. But either way, we're seeing it happening more and more, and we're seeing, even though the sentiment right now for Kaspa is still very much too shorted, which is also why the price is not doing well. But that sentiment, I think, will change soon with these listings, imminent, right? With all the adoption of crypto, Bitcoin coming very, very soon. There aren't seemingly many more announcements right now for Kaspa. Like, everything else that Kaspa's doing right now is building for what's coming in the next few months. We've got probably some conferences and events coming up very, very soon. I imagine the KII and KEF may announce some things as well. But for the most part, everything with Kaspa is currently, all the major developments happen right now. KRC20 is already out. So right now, all the focus for Kaspa is pretty much on the KRC20 tokens. Because Kaspa right now, the next thing Kaspa's going to probably announce that's anything significant would be 10 BPS announcements. The Grayscale thing happened out of the blue. No one knew Grayscale was going to happen. That happened. That was a very, very pleasant surprise. I mean, I'd very highly recommend. I'm going to do it myself, but I highly recommend tuning into Wolf Web 3 whenever they have their roundtables on Kaspa, because they normally drop some very interesting alpha, some interesting hindsight into what's happening with Kaspa right now. That's what I heard in the last roundtable that I showcased previously with Kaspa, which is, where is it? I mean, they obviously do a lot of stuff, but obviously I'm focused on the one about Kaspa in particular. Which they did a few days ago back now. I think it's right here. Wow. Okay, they've done a lot of stuff. That must have been long back than I thought. Market talks, Bitcoin mining, crypto pulse. Yeah, but either way, this is where a lot of the big information I've got from Kaspa, like a lot of the early information stuff, like again, why Tier 1's unlisting it, which I mentioned already in my previous streams. I also mentioned it in my video here. The video here, it came from Wolf Web 3, from their roundtable. They had this one. It's this one here. I listened to this one here. I listened to what they're talking about Marathon. They're talking about Tier 1. They're talking about the SEC. They're talking about Grayscale in there. That's how I heard about what the KRI... Before the KRI had their enterprise event, they announced many stuff at their enterprise event on the 24th of September. I knew a lot what the KRI had planned for Kaspa to an extent because they were in that regulatory roundtable group. With Roy O'Neill talking about how big the space is, the fact that, they wanted Kaspa for its decentralized nature, and they wanted to build something for their DeFi applications at scale, but they couldn't do it, and they needed Kaspa to do it. The fact that they spoke to a large FI, financial institutions, which manages $20 to $40 trillion of assets a year, and they kind of use the Ethereum chain for 95% of it, and Roy O'Neill told them, if you switch to Kaspa right now, and that's before 10 BPS and stuff like that, right now you save yourself millions or tens of billions of dollars a year. That's the sort of stuff that I heard because I took the time to listen to, an hour of my time. Like you guys spend an hour listening to me right now. But of course, me being the educator, I'll try and do my research and try and listen to these as much as I can and inform all of you about the most important stuff. TLDRs, again, the TLDRs elements of it, I tend to normally put in my Discord server, my free Discord server, which is on the screen right now, in the chat, also in the description, where talk about things crypto, of course. Kaspa's the main focus, of course. We talk about everything crypto as well, market, this sort of stuff right here, what this means. I'll be putting a TLDR in my Discord server later today. What it can mean for crypto, what it means for Kaspa potentially as well. And we've got other chats in there as well. Talk about other crypto projects from AI to the meme token side of things. The meme token chat's been getting a lot more popular recently for obvious reasons. KRC20, we've got a KRC20 chat as well, separate thing as well. It's quite a general crypto community right now. And we're hopefully going to be going through some big developments in the next week or two, I want to say. Already has some big developments. I'm going to see more coming very, very soon, I hope. More active ways to make money with trading, I like to believe, because I'm learning more about it. Well, I already know quite a bit about it, but I'm learning more picks about it right now. What happens when Kaspa releases smart contracts? Do KRC20 move over, or does it turn into a hex solution? That's a good question. I think ultimately you'll probably hear a lot more about it from the founders and developers like Son Polinsky and stuff at the time. I would like to say that it could have a significant impact. What we might see more so is KRC20 migrate. Again, we'll hear more about what happens from the likes of Son Polinsky and Michael Sutton and Shard, people who actually core people of the project. When smart contracts are implemented, we'll see what it actually means for KRC20. We'll see what it means for the KRC20 and stuff like that. But what I imagine the potential scenarios I'm going to list out for you, I can think about potential scenarios, right? I think if the Casper smart contracts platform that is, comes out, is designed to be compatible with KRC20, which I think they probably will be. I don't see why they wouldn't. Because, keep in mind as well that KRC20 was actually done by the KEF. Tom Polinsky and Michael Sutton didn't actually know about it. They ended up helping out on it in the end to get it to where it's at right now, but they didn't know about it originally. So now I think when they're going to start releasing smart contracts, they're going to probably make sure that it is compatible with KRC20. And if that's the case, they'll probably end up allowing these KRC20 tokens to migrate to the new platform, smart contracts. So that might cause, you know how Casper does it. They try to do it as seamless as possible, but there'll be some complication potentially as well, so you've got to be careful. High volume, I imagine, again, congestion, stuff like that. But they'll either do a smooth transition. They could do a token upgrade as well. So you have to upgrade the KRC20 tokens, but I think, again, we have to see what Sompolinsky says, but I imagine for the most part, they'll probably choose to do the seamless transition instead. We'll have to see how they do about it. We'll hear more about that in due time. Potentially, we could see... but again, we could also this kind of we could also probably see with smart contracts more, because it'll allow the developers to create their own project on the KRC20 on the Casper platform. We could see other tokens, other projects created that might compete with KRC20 as well. Think about that. So we could see increased competition in that regard as well. It's really tough to say. Obviously the release of smart contracts for Casper would be groundbreaking, of course, absolutely insane. A very positive development for the ecosystem, definitely. But we'd have to figure out how the Casper team are going to go about it, ultimately, because again, they could make smart contracts just completely, completely different, or completely just by its own sort of thing, and then that means you kind of have to. It means KRC20 to become a competitor in regards. It wouldn't really work. I'd imagine they'd want to make sure it's compatible and seamless. I'd imagine they want to do that because KRC20 right now is doing quite well. The part that they didn't know about it in the first place, I imagine they want it now, and it's doing quite well. So I imagine they'll try and make it inclusive. But we'll hear updates about that very, very soon. I still don't know exactly when we'll see smart contracts. I think we'll probably end up seeing smart contracts. The speculation it will be near after 10 BPS. And that comes from community. It comes from even like hinting from developers. For example, Tom Polinsky. I'm going to load it up right now. I've got this information again in my feed Discord, so if you can check it out for yourself. So I need to type it in properly so I can get it up. It came up from Tom Polinsky as well that they are working on smart contracts, and in principle, so it came from here. Right here. In principle, that smart contracts. I also got this post here from the KEF, but somebody said here, his main priority is L1 sequencing, and then smart contract L2 stack. The novel smart contract design, the research is not finalized. This is September 1st, so it's about a month and a half back now. The research is not finalized, and it's too early to enter concrete plans. But in principle, the design is complete. So it could happen soon. And even then, the KEF made an announcement saying that, they will facilitate the implementation of the DAG adaptable ZK opcode so smart contracts in Q1 while endorsing the stack development of generic smart contract led by Crypto Aspect. And even then, we had an announcement that I showcased in my yesterday's stream where ZK Crypto Aspect is actually going to be holding an innovation summit in a week's time, or a little over a week's time on 27th, where they'll be talking about ZK architecture on Casper. So potentially we'll see smart contracts coming sooner than we think, which would be a very, very big deal. And then when the ideas are more finalized, I imagine then we'll hear how exactly this will affect KRC20 tokens. I think we'll probably see a seamless integration. I imagine they will probably move over. To answer your question, I think they'll probably move over, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they decide to do there, whether they make it seamless or not. But I imagine Casper will. Do you not think the miners that mine Casper sell straight away if the miners believe Casper? I think there's probably a combination of both right now, Dead Dark. Obviously, you're asking that to Chris, but I think it's a combination of both. I think we'll probably see some miners selling their Casper just to make some form of money right now because it's not profitable for them. But I think some also, to an extent, know Casper should do well or believe it will do well, so they'll hold on to it. But with Casper's price still not doing anything for a very, very long time, even when it was at 20 cents up here, I think even then, I think Casper was undervalued. I think here is when it first got back into being at the lower end of the power law. Wherever the power law thing is. I don't have it loaded up. I must have moved it because I'm an idiot. But yeah. The lower end of the power law here. I think this Caspa would have been just the lower end here. And since here, it's been undervalued. So this whole time, the miners probably would have been selling more and more because they need to try and make some form of money. But I'm actually still holding on to an extent because, again, if they believe in Caspa, then the thing is going to go up in due time. Pump the like, yeah, KJISSH. Enjoy these streams, be doing these streams daily. Leave a like, pump the likes to pump Caspa. Yeah, if you like the video, Caspa will pump to $1 overnight, trust me. Miners do also sell Bitcoin since ages. KS20 will bring a lot of new art to Caspa, which is only bearish. Yeah, that's also true. We've seen with the initial launch of KS20, which had the massive congestion issue, we saw posts from the miners showing how much ridiculous money they made from mining KS20 tokens. That's the benefit of KS20. When Caspa ends up being fully mined out, which will happen, I think, in around 2039 sort of time, so it's still got about 15 years from now, I think, but when it fully mines out, they can mine KS20 tokens instead. And smart contracts, again, could boost that even further. We'll have to see what happens with smart contracts. Smart contracts are still going to be game changing. How high in market cap could something like Caspa go, for example? Good question. All right, well, this is in regard to Caspa goes Caspa. Oh, there's a power law. Okay, well, found it there, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so Caspa goes Caspa. Caspa right now is at $17.3 million market cap. To my knowledge with meme tokens, the popular, doesn't have to be the most popular, but the popular one. So you could have maybe 3 or 4, maybe even 5. The popular meme tokens underneath the project should attain to 5 to 10% of the total market cap. So with that in mind, Caspa right now, its market cap is around 3.22 billion. So just 3 billion, for the sake of saying, 3 billion market cap. You can't see, yeah. 3 billion market cap right now for Caspa. Meaning 5-10% of that is 150 million to $300 million market cap. So right now, I think Nacho's one that would attain 10%. Meaning Nacho's one that should right now, Nacho's peak should be around 3 million. Caspa's one that I think would attain between 5 and 10%, probably more so like 8%. I think it'll be a big one, but not as big as Nacho. Again, I could be wrong. So with that in mind, I don't know what 8% of that is. I'm going to just throw a rough number, but probably about, I think it's 240 million, if I've done the maths correctly, $240 million market cap from right now. When, and I believe so, Caspa hopefully reaches was it $100 billion market cap? I think, so about $4 Caspa, $5 Caspa, I still believe that's possible. Worst case scenario, 50 billion. But let's just say, for this argument's sake, $100 billion market cap. That means Nacho, therefore, should ascertain to $5 to $10 billion market cap. And the same thing with Caspa Ghost as well. So therefore, the ones that are the biggest KS20 tokens, and this is from what I know from meme tokens, again, limited knowledge of meme tokens, but the big ones, which are the big ones for me, are Gold, Caspi, Caspa, Nacho. Those are the 4 big ones I am confident in that will do well. Dog K, I'm going and gaining more confidence in it, but I'm not that confident just yet. Nacho's ones that are okay. Pepper ones that are okay. Burt's ones that are okay. Like, these are ones that there are other ones that would be very, very good, I think. But I think for the most part, those are the 4 that I think are the biggest ones: Nacho, Caspa, Caspi, and Gold. Those are the ones that should attain, if Caspa reaches $100 billion market cap, it should be between 5 to 10 billion. In my opinion. We'll have to wait and see, though. At least that's to answer your question to an extent. But we'll see. Again, my knowledge of market memes are very, very limited, but from what I've heard through my community members who've told me, who are more experienced in memes and what I've heard from other people, a meme token underneath the project should do 5 to 10%. 100 million or no? Yeah, so yeah, to answer that question, I mean, I think Caspa should, again, if for Caspa's price right now, I think it should attain 5% at least. So it should be 150 million, I'd like to believe, from here at some point. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. I'm saying throughout this bull cycle, it should attain to that. I still, again, if Caspa reaches a price of $4 or $5, I think we could see Caspa reach in the billions, hopefully. This ecosystem will be getting more obsolete in the coming months. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah, that's not a bad prediction. That's also not a bad prediction. That's current again. I think Caspa could probably reach the billions, potentially. Again, that's based on the fact that that's based on the price of where Caspa goes. If Caspa only reaches $50 billion market cap, which is about $2-3, which again is the lower end of my prediction and possible, then that would put Nacho probably around, about 2.5 to 3 billion, and then I'd put Kaspa more around the lower end as well. Like again, probably 1 to 2.5 billion again. Could be, 300 million to 500 million again. Well, have to wait and see. Normally, one of them will be the outlier, the one that do them best. Natural do the best, and other ones will be following in suit. But yeah, I think Natural will be much further ahead than every other one. I think other ones will do quite well. I'm optimistic that Natural should reach 1 billion, and I'm hoping that Kaspa. Kaspa right now is the second most popular, quite comfortably as well. It's got 17. The next is 10 from Caspian Goad, and well, actually Dog K technically as well, at 15.8. But I think Kaspa is one that, and Kaspa's seemingly getting a lot of requests for listings as well, right behind Nacho. So I think Kaspa could be the second biggest one potentially. We'll have to wait and see. Sort by volume, the most important, not so much market cap. Yeah. Even if you do it from volume again, if you do it from volume. So yeah, Nacho's high, Conan's up right now, Kaspa. Keep in mind that the volume will go up depending on listings as well. Conan's just been put in the innovation zone for XT. That's why the volume's up for it right now. But even then you can see Kaspa right now is really, really high. Coon, for example, that one is just been launched. That's why the volume for that one's high. But I don't know what the project's about. But that's just come out. That's why the volume for that one's high. Caspi's still quite high. This is what you see. Gold right now, the volume for it is actually quite low. So it's not, the sentiment there's not really that much there. But I still, it should be. I'm optimistic about Gold. I think it might do alright. 42 viewers, and we are those twos. Yeah. Volume over market cap. Yeah, you're right. The volume is more important than the market cap in the sense of seeing how much adoption is in the project. But we can see again, Kaspa's right now, market cap there. But volume right now for Kaspa is just below 50 million again. Volume right now is dipped down again. So the belief in the project, again, it happens. Kaspa 2 days ago had 100 million, and now down to 50 million again. And it'll probably continue going down to 30 million, I imagine, because right now there's not enough adoption in Kaspa. The sentiment behind there, the meme tokens, definitely. We'll see that going forward, I'm sure, as well. But yeah, for memes especially, memes definitely want to see the volume. For memes, volume is more important than market cap. Market cap, of course, is a good idea to understand, but the volume is much more important. So you're seeing right now the volume. These are the biggest ones. Right now, I will kind of we can see what Kuhn does, but I'm kind of like, because it's such a new project, I'm kind of like disregarding it right now. Like it's not even been out for a day yet. Pepe is holding a VC in the Telegram group this evening. Oh yeah, someone mentioned that yesterday as well with Caspiano. Cool. Miners in general sell right away. This is not specific to Kaspa. They mine other coins. If the coin they are mining is not profitable. I know people right now I know who Bitcoin or Kappa miners have actually switched to Alpium a little bit more, because Alpium I think is more profitable right now. Chris, one of the creator of Nacho. Oh, shout out to you, my man. Yeah, Nacho is definitely one of the ones that I think is going to do very, very well. A big one, definitely. But yeah, we're seeing the ecosystems go crazy right now. Seemingly going very, very crazy. What's up, DD man? Welcome back to the stream. I invested €100,000 into Nacho. I hope that Kaspa comes back after the Fed meeting, as Jesse said. We will see, because after the last meeting, we saw well for Kaspa. Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm guessing he's talking about the FOMC meeting, the Fed rate cuts. I'm guessing that's what he's referring to. And yeah, what we're seeing right now, we are seeing, with more rate cuts, we'll see more pressure alleviated from the market, so more liquidity flooding into the market as well, more volume flooding into the market. The next rate cuts will allow crypto to have that next leg up, I'm sure. Kaspa did have this leg up. This is what happened. So we had the no announcement of rate cuts here. It came down, crashed down. Then we saw nothing for a whole month. Then the start of September, there was massive speculation we're going to see a 25 basis point cut. So it came down. Market then stabilized, and Kaspa started to come back up to its level again. Came up here. Then we saw 50 basis point cuts rumors. Came down again. Then it happened. And this KRC20 was also launched around this time as well, which caused the price to go up. And then it's just, Israel stuff, market come down, no buying pressure behind Kaspa, and just came down. The FOMC meeting will definitely bring more liquidity, more volume to the markets, definitely. I don't necessarily call Kaspa to pump. We'll have to wait and see. It'll be a catalyst, definitely. And that's going to be happening. The next FOMC meeting is going to be in, again, a few weeks, I think. FOMC meeting is meant to be. Why can it just be posted right there for me to see it? It's always going to be difficult. Someone can tell me in the chat, please. But I think it's FOMC meeting November. It is November 6th, 7th. Okay, there you go. And then the election November is... Okay, so wow. Okay, so, yeah, so yeah, November's going to be crazy. November's going to be crazy. Now that I've just done that, I've looked at it. So yeah, so the election's going to be on the 5th, and the FOMC meeting is meant to be the 6th and the 7th. So the first week of November is going to be nuts, potentially. We might see the whole market just flip on its head. And we're seeing, again, all the sentiment behind more pressure into crypto, more reason to get into crypto right now. Like, this is going to be huge. I think we could generally see a massive influx of money and liquidity flood into the market very, very quickly. Potentially, again. But, you know, I think it's possible. I think it's very, very possible right now. And yeah, a 1K into Nacho. I mean, Nacho right now is definitely doing very, very well. $73 million market cap. Volume is equally very, very high right now. I think it peaked at 2 million 24-hour at one point. I think around the launch of KRC20. But either way, I think Nacho's a decent one. So yeah, I think that's, you know, for meme token sakes, I think that's a good one to hedge a bet on. I was very impressed with Kuhn as well. Previous volume for the first day, market cap, it has burp 5. I mean, yeah, Kuhn right now is doing well, but again, I'm not looked into it, so I don't know how well it's going to do. Right now, the volume is definitely very, very high. The same thing with Burt's. So we'll have to see where it goes. Right now, the holders right now, even the holders right now for Kuhn is quite high in retrospect. So that's not bad. That's quite good to see all in all. You know, it's similar to the likes of Conan right now, which is right now the volume for that's going crazy as well. I mean, ultimately, the best, from what I know, the best ways to, you know, judge how good a meme token is going to be, obviously got to be careful again. It comes to great communities, but also a sort of cult-like nature, right? The community is, of course, the most important thing, but if you can find a meme token that has a really good cult incentive behind it, one that literally just love and will die for the project, that means when the project's going through turbulence, basically what's happening right now. With respect to us, we are Kaspa Cult. We are Maxis. Kaspa right now is doing badly, but we still strongly believe in the project. That's what's keeping the project alive right now. We are. A lot of people who don't care. Our community is great, so we talk about Kaspa all the time, and our cult light is going to keep the price up. It's going to keep the price, you know, from crashing too heavily. Same thing with meme tokens. Obviously, Kaspa's got the development behind it, so it's more than just a meme token, but you get the idea. Meme tokens that have a cult light nature will keep the project still up when the price is down, and then the community will keep pushing the project out more and more. So, you know, it'll come back. And Natural, I think, is one that's going to be one of the bigger ones in this cycle, definitely. I think when Kaspa get the first tier ones, we'll see money coming into Kaspa from KRC20 memes. Yeah, I think we will as well. I think we'll see a lot of the people who are in memes switch to Kaspa, potentially. Although, they might... I don't know, we'll see, because with Kaspa going up in price as well, the benefit is, with Kaspa doing well, memes should do well. With KRC20 memes doing well, Kaspa should do well as well. Right now, these projects are still undervalued with the lack of adoption, which again, the adoption is growing very, very quickly. But with tier ones coming to Kaspa, we'll probably see these do very, very well, and again, Kaspa do well as well. If we saw Nacho get a Binance or Coinbase, that would be insane. And I think that would also incentivize, you know, soon come for Kaspa. There'll be a lot of, if Nacho got a Binance, the FOMO surrounding Kaspa would be nuts. I believe it would be very, very insane. The things that pump the price out of the projects it is to know. It's listings, and once listings on exchanges, then it's market makers. Don't look further than that. Other question why? Yeah, I mean, right now, don't get me wrong yet. The reason you should be in Kaspa, as I mentioned in my previous streams, is not because it hasn't got tier 1, not because it hasn't got smart contract yet. It's because of what it's trying to do in the monetary system, in the financial world. What it's going to be an influential part of the future monetary system. But the fact that it's not got smart contracts, no 10 PPS yet, no tier 1s, it's a sign that a green light signal that we will start seeing, when those come, significant price movement for Kaspa. We're still waiting for the listings. Kaspa right now is number 28 core market cap with no tier 1s. No project in history has done that. The only one that's arguably done similar is Leo, but it's got OKX. So OKX is a tier 1. At least I believe it is. Kaspa is now on top of the bullish week. Ichimoku Cloud serving as a strong support. Similar case on the Kas USD, ETH USD plot. Convert all my ETH slowly to Kaspa now. I mean, good on you, Cyborg Girl. Good on you. I mean, yeah, I think, again, my knowledge in TA is limited. So the Ichimoku Cloud, well, I'll be honest, no clue what that is. But I do agree that right now Kaspa is seemingly at a very, very strong level of support. Like, again, the lowest Kaspa has come down to is 12 cents down here, and I still believe it's going to be the bottom for Kaspa. Again, could be wrong, not financial advisor, but I think people are saying, people who do TA, they've said multiple things. You've got multiple different people with TA who are saying there, right, you said head and shoulders pattern right here, and now it's come down, so it's going to come down further. Your other people saying that we have seen a triple bottom of sorts here, not far out enough, like here. To be like this triple bottom, so it'll start rebounding very, very soon. And again, that could be right. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think the support, I think Kaspa right now is at a bottom, and we should start seeing a reversal in due time, very, very soon. I hope. I think that when the new investors arrive by Q2 2025, after hitting crypto, they will look for a project that has not to our market cap and capital has smart contract and BBS mainstream adoption. Kaspa will be ignited. Yeah, I think with Kaspa right now, when the new people get into crypto, they will only go on the big exchanges. They won't use the likes of LBank or PioNex or MEXC. Despite their good exchanges to get Kaspa, they'll probably only use Binance or Coinbase, as most people do, the big exchanges. So with those exchanges, they will see Kaspa actually properly take off. But you need those first. When currencies are already on centralized exchanges, etc., it won't affect those tokens too much because people will be trading them on centralized exchanges and not so much through the Telegram bot or chain. Yeah, true as well. Completely true. This channel deserves more likes. I mean, thank you. I agree. This channel deserves the best. I mean, all of you deserve the best. All of us are here trying to learn more about crypto in general and believe that Kaspa's going to do very, very well. But yeah, likes help me out more than you know. So if you leave a like on the video, on the stream, I'd greatly appreciate it. Please do. Yeah, so definitely push the like. Good morning, people, man. Welcome back to the stream. Does anyone recall that Bitcoin took as long as Kaspa to be audited and added to Binance or Coinbase back in the day? I can't say for sure, personally. I can't say for sure. Difference was back then though, because Bitcoin, was around before exchanges. Kaspa's out when exchanges already exist, so it's a different scenario as well. Kaspa could hit 300-400 billion. Do the maths. I mean, 300-400 billion would put Kaspa around $12-16 sort of region. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm very skeptical about that sort of price action in this cycle. In the future, definitely. In this cycle, I'm skeptical about it. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm not like 100 billion. I think is possible. Surpassing Cardano's all-time high is possible. Being a top 10 in the cycle is possible. Being 300 billion, if you look at crypto right now, that puts it, where Ethereum's at right now. Of course, Ethereum will go much higher, but that will be much, much higher. Like Solana 73. What's Solana's all-time high in market cap? That's not right. All-time high market cap for Solana is 85 million. So, let's just say, so don't get me wrong, I think Kaspa better than Solana, but especially with the meme tokens taken off right now, I think Solana should reach, 300 billion, I think, in this cycle potentially, with ETS coming out very, very soon as well. But do you think Kaspa's going to flip Solana in the cycle, is basically what you're trying to say? I don't. I think next cycle, or the future to come, definitely, but not this cycle. But again, I'd love to be proven wrong. And yeah, when Kaspa starts moving, Nacho, Kaspa, those will start soaring definitely. Thanks for answering my question. We'll save the fourth and the third questions for another day. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, ask me a question whenever. I'm about to wrap up the stream, so definitely save that question for next time, and I'll answer it where I can. But at the end of the cycle, which crypto will have a high market cap? SWI. Good question, Beebs. SWI or Kaspa? I mean, right now, SWI's market cap's higher than Kaspa's. SWI right now is sitting at a $5.6 billion market cap. Kaspa's already sitting at 3.2. I think it's tough to say because SWI has the VC backing, it has the insider, promotion, all that sort of stuff. I think Kaspa's a better product than SWI. I think Kaspa in due time will do better than SWI. In this cycle, I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure. Mainly because I don't have enough information on SWI to make a prediction on that. I know enough about Kaspa to believe that Kaspa could reach... put it this way. SWI also... Actually, you know what? I'm inclined to probably say Kaspa. Because SWI has all the exchanges and stuff already. SWI's developing more and more, and adoption's growing more and more, and it's got meme tokens on it as well, more and more, which is great. Kaspa also has memes as well, KLC20, but Kaspa hasn't got these tier 1s yet. If Kaspa is able to get cracking in the next, few weeks, month, Binance soon enough, Coinbase, OKX, Gemini, all these Crypto.com, all the big exchanges in this cycle, I think the volume for Kaspa will spike and the market will rise with it. and I think it will flip many projects, probably like Sui as well. I think there's potential for it. But we'll have to see those listings. It's not the reason you should be in Kaspa, but it's a reason to know the price should rise. And the KRI, also the KRI, as Cyborg said, completely agree here. The KRI will inspire and kickstart other institutions to build on Kaspa. When you get smart contracts, the KRI are going to push. Like the KRI have already announced they're going to help direct the smart contract into the right region to help build what they want to build, and it also therefore incentivize other industries to get involved with Kaspa as well. KRI is going to make Kaspa the currency of the world, effectively. From what I thought, it's going to be utilized in the energy market, cross-border payments, supply chain, so much. The real estate market as well, and with the proof of work element that Kaspa is, with the fair launch, block DAG, revolutionary tech, it will dominate this market, in my opinion. And yeah, it's a very, very great point. You're very right there. Is it too late to buy into BERT? I personally think, again, whether the price of these tokens will come down or not, I can't say for sure. But a lot of these tokens haven't got listings yet, or got 1 or 2 listings, with many more incoming. Point being is, you could, again, not financial advice, but I think majority of these decent, well-grounded counter tokens will rise in price from here. You're not too late to get into any of them. Even Nacho right now, I would buy Nacho now. I haven't, full disclosure, and I do plan to, full disclosure, but I'd buy it even now at 73 million market cap because I believe it will go higher. I'd get into Kaspa all-time highs, even because I believe it will go higher. So that's my own personal opinion, at least. Gotta share this stream on the presently desolated Kaspa channel on Warpcast. Thank you very much. Yeah, that mean a lot. Again, yeah, thank you very much, all of you, for just showing up daily streams and making it worth my while. I mean, I enjoy doing it anyways, but you guys are making it enjoyable for me. You give me a reason to want to do this every single day. Be doing it daily for almost 80 days straight. I'm going to reach 100, I think, by the elections, which is going to be huge. It's going to be, imagine. Let me just check. I'm at live stream number 80. So that's 20 days from now. That's on the 8th. So after the FOMC meeting. So after the election FOMC meeting, that's going to be stream 100. That could be one of the most bullish times for crypto and Kaspa. My milestone. Thank you all for being here as always. Bert's going to get listed on Bitmart, still organising the donations to make it happen. First company to get on Bitmart when it happens. That again, huge. So yeah, for asking it's too late to get into BERT, if he gets a Bitmart listing, probably see the price go up more and more. The volume's still high, it's going to probably go higher. So BERT's probably about to explode, potentially, yes. Floptober for Kaspa right now, yeah, you're right. Will it end in a Floptober? Who knows? Will Kaspa end up going up? What has to be? About 20% from right now? Yeah, 20-25% in the next 11 days. We'll have to wait and see. Potentially it ends low. If it does, so be it. Bitcoin is not Floptober. Kaspa Floptober. Bitcoin is actually up right now. Bitcoin is up, I think 5%. This is October here. Actually, October's down here. Actually, is it? October is, it's down here. So October's here. So actually, it's up 8% or 7% right now. If anyone knows how to leverage trade on Margex, you can use Kaspa as collateral to earn more Kaspa as you trade. That's interesting. I did not know that. I've not used Margex personally though. But it looks more like a bet of Kaspa. Love the mascot design. Might get a small amount to hold on my Nacho, Kaspa and Kaspa bags. Yeah, good idea. Again, the ones that I've again not got any yet, but I'm definitely going to be getting to some very, very soon, I imagine. I'll probably could put some Nacho definitely, some Conan a little bit as well, Kaspa definitely as well. I guess a little bit of BERT I reckon as well, and probably some gold. Those are the 6 that I'm looking into right now. Not got any just yet though. Again, but I'll let you know when I do. But I won't be starting to do like, oh yeah, Nacho's going to go to the moon. I'm not going to, like, the way I talk about Kaspa, about, oh yeah, Kaspa could end up going here at this point, like, I'm not going to do that with meme tokens. Meme tokens are more risky. I don't understand memes as much, but I think they'll do well. And yeah, there are way too many points that appeal to you and to everyone else here as to why Kaspa will increase in value soon enough with what's incoming. Why Kaspa is going to be such an influential part in the future. It's all of that. KRI, Kaspa, gigawatts, smart contracts, 10 BPS, Dagonite, Paul Van Son. Yeah. It's too much to talk about. Way too much to talk about. The dev is also the artist. The dev is also the artist at BERT. He works a full-time job in Australia and does BERT on the side. He's looking to quit his job, go BERT full-time. I think that's what you need from a dev. Yeah, I mean, yeah, someone who's hustling, absolutely hustling. What you want to see, people who work hard. They're the ones. I mean, we're all working hard here. You know, all in crypto early enough. So, I think we're all going to do very, very well. Use quick multiplier to get more Kaspa. I mean, I don't leverage Kaspa. I just spot trade it. I don't leverage Kaspa. I don't think I will. I'll leverage other projects, but not Kaspa. I'm just going to keep putting money into it, DCA bit by bit. But there, that's going to be it for the stream. As always, thank you very much for joining. And if you haven't hit the like button, then please do. Help out more than you know. And I'll be back to tomorrow. As Beebs has now been saying, which I'm going to start stealing now. I'm going to have to go and find it, because I have to go and pin it. Pin messages is not that channel, it's this one here. Time in the market is superior to trying to time the market. There are words to live by. Be in the market long enough, do your research, come chill chat and learn more on the free Discord server. The link's in the chat already, in the description, also in the free Discord, in my homepage, YouTube homepage. And I'll be back